Hey YouTube, this is Vivitor Aphid back for episode 15 of TGIF. Yes! So I've decided that since it is episode 15 of this whole series, and it's been going on for, like almost 4 months now? Wow, that's a long time. I figured, since I really haven't actually said much about myself, I would share a few little unique facts about myself. So but the first interesting thing about me is that I happen to be half deaf in this ear, for those of you who didn't know that, which I do believe a few of you know that. And I have right in this little nifty box this contraption, which is called a hearing aid. Even though I'm not really sure why I use it. It really doesn't help me that much anymore. It just gives me headaches. And it goes in like so. Over my ear. And probably can't see it very well. So I first had to get a hearing aid when I was 4, and my original one was blue. But it actually, I put bug spray on once and it melted. The plastic melted on the sides like that, and then it like glued itself to my head, and it wasn't very fun trying to get it off. And also, growing up, these little earbud things I had, because my stinking ears grow so often, I had to get new ones of these. They're bigger ones made constantly. And my very first one was sparkly pink. Yes, it was sparkly pink, and I was only 4 then. And my sister had just been born, so I think that was most of what influenced it. So now I think I should show you some of the little annoying noises that this thing makes, or is capable of making. So, let's see if you can hear that. Put it by the microphone. That's the volume. Being annoying. Let's reach to the top. And here is the noise it makes when it comes out of my ear and I don't have this alarm turned off. It's terrible. And also it has a little tendency to whistle. Well, it's not doing it right now because I don't have it in my ear properly. You couldn't hear it anyways. Yeah, whatever. So, enough of this little thing. So basically what happened to me to make me go deaf was, unlike most people it seems, my eardrum didn't go all defective. It was the nerve connecting my ear to my brain that got snapped, because I had some weird, not quite a tumor, but like a liquid blob in my head that sort of snapped it. And to this day my eardrum still works, so it still hurts if you scream in my ear, so don't get that wrong. Yeah, I still get pretty mad about that. Well, see, being half deaf at the extent that I am is one of those things that's really frustrating, because you can't hear properly out of one ear, and then it's just terrifying at the same time, because you're just really overprotective of your ear that you have remaining, because it just really wouldn't be very fun to not be able to hear it all. Now, actually, I just remembered I must make a reference back to this little thing again. Of course, this little demon. In elementary school or primary school or whatever the heck you want to call it, I had this. There was also this little piece that snapped onto the back here, over top of this battery compartment thing that is empty. And basically, what it was just a microphone receiver thing. And so my teacher basically had a microphone, and I had the little receiver plugged into it so I could hear her voice louder, which it helped to a certain extent, but there was also at least one other person using the same sort of system, and so the channels always got mixed up. And so I'd end up hearing something from 4th grade, and I'm in like 2nd grade. It was just weird. And now I think we should move on to something more positive, such as me being in possession of a nice and shiny red Squire Strat. I'm not sure why I had to decide to use this in the video, but I did, so... Wait. I get this stupid strap untangled. Yes, I'm obsessed with making sure the strap. And it looks backwards because its camera is weird. Yeah, and you can see the Squire Stratness on the... Gosh, dang it. There we go. Yes. So actually, I think you should see my Nerf armory because it is huge and quite ridiculous. So, let's take a quick look. Get this handy dandy light here. This camera is very bad. Hey. Okay. So, there's like, that's only 5 out of probably 12 of them, at least. And there's 2 more there, piled up on top of each other. And then, oops, there's 3 in this box. Yep, it's hard to see. And there's 2 right there. Gosh dang it. And then piled over there in the corner in that hat is 4 more little like pistol thingies, which are awesome. And then here is the last one. Yeah, okay. Yes. Oh yes, and I also have an electronic drum set, which I'm terrible at, but it's still fun to use because I make noise with it and annoy my entire family. So if you didn't happen to notice there, pretty much everything that was orange, minus my shoes, was something that had to do with Nerf. So, yeah, I pretty much got guns in every corner of the room and piled up everywhere else as well. Look at that. Here. Yes, so, one other thing. If you haven't noticed yet, this is one of my 2 annoying dogs. Yeah. And you've probably seen this one appear several times in previous videos, such as the bunker video. I know he was in that one. And I think episode 5 or 6. Yes, he's a very boring dog. The other dog is very, very sick right now. Has terrible gas and reeks like crazy. It's just you little hoss thing, you. And despite what he looks like, he's actually 5 years old, not a puppy. Ooh, allergies are still getting me. Honestly though, I must say this dog is probably one of the laziest creatures I've ever seen when it comes to laying around in the house. Actually, he is quite pathetic. Just, what is it? Bleh. There we go. He's just chilling out. Like, look. And most of the time when you pick him up, he just goes totally limp. Like so. There we go. Yes. fatso. Okay, go on. So, of course, since I featured my guitar in this video, I naturally am going to have to give a demonstration. It always seems to work out that way, doesn't it? So, here we go. See if you can guess what song this is, and just leave a comment. So, I guess that will be it for this video. I made quite a lot, actually. I've done stuff with this devious contraption in here, which you probably know what it is by now. Ooh, the cup's empty. And I feature my guitar and my huge Nerf armory, which is ridiculous because most of it never gets used anymore. It's kind of sad, actually. Yep. That's all I can think of. Oh yes, and I might be adding some theme music to the start of TGIF videos from now on. I might have to make something up though. We'll see how it goes. So I guess that's it for this episode, finally. Been doing a lot with this. Yeah, but it was fun. So, that may actually be theme music. I guess I'll see you next episode then. Goodbye. Attacking the camera with my hand.